everyone. Lastly, we were looking at drawing quadratic functions. But today we are going to go a step further. We are going to actually interpret values from this function. In particular, we'll be looking at finding the maximum or the minimum value, solving quadratic equations, finding the equation of the axis of symmetry, and finally, we'll be looking at finding the coordinates of the maximum or minimum points. If you were given this quadratic function, to find a maximum value, and we say it's a maximum value because you would recognize that the function is climbing to its peak. Think of it as a mountain. The highest value that is obtained on the graph, or the highest y value that we get from the graph, is called the maximum point. So to obtain this maximum point, what we do, we draw a horizontal tangent line and we come straight across the y-axis. The maximum value is therefore the intersection of this tangent line to the y-axis. Now, this could only be determined by accurate drawing or by calculation. But if you were to calculate, you will find that the maximum value in this case is y is equal to 10.5. Sorry. So here will be a maximum value. Note carefully, this point is where your tangent line intersects with the y-axis. If we had a case where the curve went like this, then you would recognize this is like an object having a free fall and it's going down to its lowest point. So in this case, you would have had a minimum value. And the minimum value is found in similar manner by drawing a horizontal tangent line, and wherever the tangent line intersects with the y-axis, that would be your minimum value. Solving quadratic equation using a function. Sometimes CSEC likes to ask this question: find the value of x for which f of x is equal to 0. Let me repeat. They ask you to find the value of x for which f of x is equal to 0. This is the same as saying solve the quadratic equation minus 2x squared plus x plus 10 equals 0. But to use your graph to solve this equation, you look at where the function intersects with the x-axis. Here's your x-axis, and they intersect at this point and at this point. So the solution to the equation minus 2x squared plus x plus 10 equals 0 will be the x values obtained here and here. Again, this is done by accurate drawing, or if you wish, you could have calculated it. Either way, your answer would have been x is equal to, let me write this, f of x is equal to 0 at x is equal to negative 2 or x is equal to 2.5. Sometimes they may transform this equation. They may ask you a question like, I'm going to take this off. They may ask you a question like, solve the equation minus 2x squared plus x plus 10 equals 4. So you will expect it to use the graph that you have drawn to solve this equation. To do this, what we need to do is to draw a second graph. Minus 2x plus x plus 10 is this function here. The next thing we need to do is to draw a function y is equal to 4. That is a horizontal straight line passing through the point y is equal to 4. So it should look like this. This may not be accurate, however, this gives you an idea as to what should be done. And this will be the function y is equal to 4. To find this solution, you look for the point of intersection of both functions. That is, the graph y is equal to 4 and the graph f of x is equal to minus 2x squared plus x plus 10. Both graphs intersect at this point here and this point here. From the points of intersection, these 2 points, what we then need to do is to drop down a perpendicular line from the point of intersection to touch the x-axis. And this will give me the solutions to this equation. And the solutions, therefore, will be x is equal to 2 or x is equal to negative 1.5. Keep in mind that this does not give you the exact answer. However, if you were to draw it accurately, then you will get the precise answers. To find the axis of symmetry, you can measure between the points of intersection where the graph intersects with the x-axis. That is to say, at this point here and this point here, I can use a ruler to measure between here and here. And when I get the distance between here and here, because I know the scale in which we use 2 centimeters to 1 unit, the distance between this point here and this point here should give me 8.5 centimeters. So when we divide the 8.5 centimeters, we will have 4.25 centimeters. This tells me the axis of symmetry is 4.25 centimeters either from this point of intersection or from this point of intersection. So when I measure 4.25 from this point of intersection, that will give me this point. I will then therefore draw a vertical line cutting through this point here. And this line will be your axis of symmetry. To find the coordinates of the maximum point, what you need is the x value for the axis of symmetry and the maximum point itself. Remember, we had the maximum point of y being 10 and 1/8. The x value that would give you that maximum point is on the line of symmetry. That is to say, it would be at the point where x is equal to a quarter. And so therefore, coordinates of the maximum point is 1/4, 10, and 1/8. Keep in mind, this point is equivalent to 1/4. I trust you understood the material that was presented to you. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. See you in the next video.